Hey Yesterland fans, I'm Neal and welcome back to another episode of The Toys That Made Sense. On today's episode, we are going over Valaverse's Action Force Special Deployment Series Condor. Now, I don't have an original Condor from the first series to compare him against, but I do have the Special Deployment Series Condor here. But I also got the mail-away Condor, that's right, the mail-away Condor here, so I'll be able to do a comparison. Now, yes, their bodies aren't going to look the same with all the gear and things like that, obviously. But at least we'll be able to compare the two side by side, get a decent idea of what we're looking at, and and just have fun all the way around. So, you know what to do. Sit back, grab your favorite beverage and snack, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, guys, here we go. I've got our Special Deployment Series Condor here, as well as our Covert Ops Condor. Now, let's get right into it. Let's take a look at it. Here we go. We've got Condor on the front. We see the British emblem here, the flag on his upper left, his right, our left upper part of his vest. Great window display as always with what Bobby and the Action Force team are doing over there at Valaverse headquarters. Obviously, we get a second head. We get his weapons here. Bobby's using the full potential on the plastic on the blister packs. So, or correction on this encased display box here. Get a helmet and all that. We get this new kind of looking graphic look on the box here. It's like a steel plate. Looks like it's got fire and sparks coming off of it. Action Force coming right off the front. Condor, age 14. Valaverse insignia on the side. That's what you're looking at on the side of the box. On the back, here we go. We've got our backstory on Condor. I'm not going to read it. I'll put that right there. You can pause for now. Check it out. Tell me what you think. This is going to give you your backstories on him. But basically his card file name, Barnes Laird, primary specialist, infantry, secondary skills, intelligence, birthplace, Dorset, England, rank, affiliation, captain, Action Force. Other than that, I'll let you do the history on him. You get your action points as usual. Cut and save these action points because we never know what we're going to get down the line where we can use those action points again to get one of these bad boys. Follow them on all of their social media. Remember to check them out on their 3POA podcast. And for everybody that doesn't know, they're going on tour again. Unfortunately, Tony won't be with them, but they're headed to PowerCon. So make sure to check them out when they go live up there. And then, as always, you can find all your latest Action Force and Valaverse news at valaverse.com or on the 3POA podcast. And there you go. You got the side angle there of Condor SDS-07, a little graphic there, picture of him, and back to the box. So that's that. As far as the Condor Special Ops Condor mail away that you get, it's just a little brown box like that, kind of paying homage to those classic 80s mail away kit characters. Got some tape on it, and that's about it, man. So I am ready to dig into these, so I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, guys, so here we go. We've got them out of boxes, and let me tell you, man, wow, this is cool. This is really, really cool. And I don't just mean because of the Special Deployment Series. Cool as in I'm stunned with what we got with the mail-away Condor. You get this outer shipper box. You get this nice box, like the old classic homage to the 80 white boxes, okay? You get the Condor file card that Bobby is throwing in with this figure, okay? Already pre-cut out, so you're getting that file card and what, mission he is on, I guess it's probably going to talk about somewhere down the line. You get a stand. You get 2, 4, 6, 8 hands. You get his pistol, right? And then you get the figure. And so for the 20 action points, yes, I get what we spent in money buying these figures, but what we had to do to go through to get this, that's still a steal. Still a steal. Bobby's giving back to the fans. And If you saw the Joe Fez panel, we're not going to really go into that here, but he is definitely giving back to the fans. And how someone could be against that in any way, I have no idea. You are just, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. I don't even know what to say. If you're someone that is against him giving back to the fans and cutting costs, I have no words to say. I guess you just don't have a damn brain and understand how this works. But anyways, let's get into it. Here we go. Here's Condor out of the box. Again, 2, 4, 6, 8 sets of hands. We get a knife. We get his sidearm. We get his long rifle. We get his helmet. We get an extra head. We get his night ops vision goggles. We get the stand. 2 mags on the chest carrier plate set up. Looks like even got an imprinted knife on the front of the vest there. Right now, hands down, I will say this over and over and over and over. You are not going to get the same kind of quality of figure for this price. I know I'm going to get hate on it. People are going to be like, oh, you know, you're just a Valaverse, you know, fanboy. Well, no, I'm not, because I also have G.I. Joe and all that in my collection. Guys, it's a no-brainer. This is where your money's at. Put your money into this line. You are going to get a better character at the end of the day. You could still love your Joes. You can still pick your Joes up when you need to here and there. But at the end of the day, this is a better figure that's made. So let's go into it. Here we go. We've got Condor. Really dig in that face sculpt. Now, again, I don't know how to compare it in a sense to this is the only one that I have. So it looks like he's got a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow there on the chin of the mail-away Condor. But for the most part, those face sculpts look pretty spot on. Really cool. Just added a little bit of facial hair on there onto that Condor. Anyways, digging the chest. I'm digging the design. I like that baby blue accent that accents the black. Standard operating figure here. Nothing different that I can see in the mold or the sculpting. Same style boots, just different colors. Same thing with the thigh holster and the little field bag pouch on the side. And his gloves. And going around to the back, it's the same thing here. Same articulation, nothing's really changed. If anything, maybe it's gotten a little bit looser, so it's a little bit easier to move these joints around. Other than that, great figure. Absolute beautiful figure. Have nothing bad to say about it. All we have to really do is we just got to accessorize. I mean, there's no reason to continuously go into the articulation when we know how this articulation works. Same thing over here with Condor. Now, yes, we've got different sculpt on the pants set up here, but overall, it's the same basic figure with the same articulation. We've got a thigh holster here, Kydex. Got a little belt going on there, buckle around the green pants there, the EOD green. Loving the accent of that color here. Now, I will say I was very skeptical in the beginning. One of the things that I saw out in his photo when Bobby released it was, I don't know if this is going to blend well. This high shoulder on the shirt collar and then the short sleeves, and then you got all this gap in here. But when you really have it in hand, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. It's noticeable, but it's not to the point where it's like, oh man, this thing is horrible, you know. It's not bad. Now, I am big on these gaps. I am one for, I do not like gaps. I like lines matching up and the effect being there to give us that realism. But for some reason, when you look at it overall, it's not that bad. And they even took it as far as to give us a little hole there in the event, you know, peg hole in the back if we wanted to put a backpack on this Condor. So really, really cool. Like that he's got the little bracelet over here on the arm, accents all the color around and brings that out along with the black watch. Guys, pretty cool, man. I'm glad we got our first mail away character. I'm really, really digging it. I like the baby blue undershirt, kind of pays homage and off of his colors with his carrier piece there. And so, yeah, really cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and accessorize this a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that pistol in there. There's nothing much to it. Goes there in that side hole. I'm not gonna pull the extra hands out, and we're gonna do all the different poses. But you get your stand, you can put them up on your stand, and however you want to do it, you want to bring them in. However you want to do it. Really cool. Over here, let's accessorize him. Let's go ahead and put his knife in his sheath here. Goes in the back, standard on almost all your Action Force figures here on how they do this. Knife goes in the back there. Pistol comes over here to the holster. Now, the pistol on this was included already in the holster, so I pulled it out for the aesthetic reasons to put it on there. And then you could put on his helmet. Now, I'm sorry. You don't get the comm piece in this one, I noticed. You just get the helmet. And then you can put your night vision on his head that way, or you can do it down where it's going over his eyes, kind of. So I don't really dig the helmet pieces. For some reason, they just don't fit with me very well. Some of them are cool, like on Tim Kennedy's. His is really cool. Go ahead and put the gun in his hand now. You can bring it in however you want to do it. He's getting ready. He's getting ready to call his troops. Say, hey, let's do this. Let's get ready. I mean, that's a horrible pose on that rifle, so I'm not going to do it that way. Or we can get that gun up in the air. Overall, you can pose it however you want to pose it. And these guys fit perfect on these pegs. They just keep getting better and better and better. So, guys, let me know what you think. Did you like this video? Did you get these Condors? If you did, drop me a line. Drop me a comment here in the comment section. Be on the lookout for all your latest Action Force news, guys. If you haven't caught the Joe Fest Action Force panel, I strongly recommend that you go up there, because there is a lot of news and a lot of things that are coming down. And the best part, figures are dropping by $1 and weapons packs are dropping by $1, guys. And the Vanguard is coming into production soon. It should be here, and we got a price point of between $170 and $190. That's basically a big old slap in Hasbro's face and all these creators that are ripping us off with these 6-inch scale cars where they're charging us hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So, guys, here you go. Here you have it. Action Force. You know what it is. It's time for action.